Good morning, crime community. They wouldn't let me log on for 15 minutes. I don't know what's going on. Here to read out Percy Bysshe Shelley, poems written in 1821. They don't like me reading about it. I'm going to read about it anyway. Dirge of the year, orphan hours, the year is dead. Come and sigh, come and weep. Merry hours, smile instead, for the year is but asleep. See it smiles that it is sleeping, mocking your untimely weeping, as an earthquake rocks a corse in its coffin in the clay, so white winter, the rough nurse, rocks the death cold year today. Solemn hours, wail aloud for your mother in her shroud. As the wild air stirs and sways, the tree swung cradle of a child, so the breath of these rude days rocks the year, be calm and mild. Trembling hour, she will arise with new love within her eyes. January gray is here, like a sexton by her grave. February bears the bier. March with grief doth howl and rave, and April weeps, but O ye hours follow with May's fairest flowers. Published by Mrs. Shelley, Posthumous Poems, 1824. There's a transcript in a Harvard manuscript book. The Night. Swiftly walk o'er the western wave, spirit of night, out of the misty eastern cave, where all along and lone daylight thou wovest dreams of joy and fear, which make thee tremble and terror. Swift be thy flight, wrap thy form in a mantle gray, star enwrought, blind with thine hair thy eyes of day. Kiss her until she be wearied out, then wander o'er city and sea and land, touching all of thine opiate wand. Come, sought long. When I rose and saw the dawn, I sought for thee. When light rode high and the dew was gone, and noon lay heavy on flower and tree, and the weary day turned to his rest, lingering like an unloved guest, I sighed for thee. The brother Death came and cried, Wouldst thou me? Thy sweet child sleep, thy filmy eyed, murmured like a noontide bee, Shall I nestle near thy side? Wouldst thou me? And I replied, No, not thee. Death will come when thou art dead. Soon, too soon, sleep will come when thou art fled. Of neither would I ask the boon. I ask thee not, beloved night, swift be thine approaching flight. Come soon, soon. Posthumous Mrs. Shelley, Posthumous Poems, 1824. Time. Unfathomable sea whose waves are years, ocean of time whose waters of deep woe, and backlish with the salt of human tears, thou shoreless flood, which is thy ebb and flow, clappest the limits of mortality, and sick of prey, yet howling on for more, vomitest thy wrecks in a hospitable shore, treacherous in calm and terrible in storm. Who shall put forth on thee, unfathomable sea? Published by Mrs. Shelley, Posthumous Poems, 1824. Lines. Far, far away, O ye calcions of memory, seek from far calmer nest than this abandoned breast. No news of your false spring to my heart's winter bring. Once having gone in vain, ye come again, vultures who build your bowers, high in the future's towers. Withered hopes on hopes are spread, dying joys choked by the dead, will serve your breaks for prey many a day. Published by Mrs. Shelley, Posthumous Works, 1824. There is an intermediate draft amongst the Bodleian manuscripts. From the Arabic, an imitation. My faint spirit was sitting in the light of thy looks, my love. It painted for thee like a hind at noon. For the brooks, my love, thy barb, whose hoofs outspeed the tempest's flights, bore thee far from me. My heart for my weak feet were weary soon. Did companion thee? Ah, fleeter far from the fleetest storms of steed, or the death of thy bear, the heart which tender through clothes like a dove, with the wings of care, In the battle, in the darkness, in the need, shall mine cling to thee, nor claim one smile for all thy comfort, love, it may bring to thee? Published Mrs. Shelley, Posthumous Poems, 1824, by Dr. Garnett and H. Buxton, Foreman, Political Works. To Amelia Viviani, Madonna, therefore hast thou sent to me sweet basil and mignonette, embling love and health, which never yet in the same wreath might be, alas, as they are wet, as it with thy kisses of thy tears, for never rain or dew such fragrance do from plant or flower, the very doubt endears my sadness ever new, the sighs I breathe, the tears I shed for thee. Send the stars light, but send not love to me, for whom love ever made health like a heap of embers soon to fade. Published by Mrs. Shelley, Posthumous Works, 1824, The Fugitives. The waterings are flashing, the white hail is dashing, the lightnings are glancing, the hoarse spray is dancing away. The whirlwind is rolling, the thunder is tolling, the forest is swinging, the minister bells ringing, come away. The earth is like ocean, wrecks strown in motion. Bird, beast, man, and worm have crept out of the storm, come away. Our boat has one sail, and the helmsman is pale, a bold pilot I trow. Who should follow us now? Shouted he, and she cried out, ply the oar. Put off gaily from shore. As she spoke, bolts of death, mixed with hail, specked with their path o'er the sea. And from isle, tower, and rock, the blue beacon cloud broke, and though dumb in the blast, the red cannon flashed fast from the lee. And fearest thou, and seest thou, and hearest thou, and drive we not free o'er the terrible sea, I and thou? One boat cloak did cover the loved and the lover, their blood beats one measure. They murmur proud pleasure, soft and low, while around the last ocean, like mountains in motion, is withdrawn and uplifted, sunk, shattered, and shifted to and fro. In the court of the fortress, besides the pale portress, like a bloodhound well beaten, the bridegroom stands eaten by shame on the topmost watch turret, as the death boding spirit stands the great tyrant father. To his voice the mad weather seems tame, and with curses as wild as earth clung to child, he devotes to the blast the best, loveliest, and last of his name. Published by Mrs. Shelley, Posthumous Poems, 1824, 2. Music, when soft voices die, vibrates in the memory. Odors, when sweet violets thicken, with life within the sense they quicken. Roses' leaves and the roses dead are heaped with the beloved's bed, and so thy thoughts, and thou art gone, love itself shall slumber on. Published by Mrs. Shelley, Posthumous Poems, 1824. This is the transcript in the Harvard Manuscript Book. Song. Rarely, rarely comest thou, spirit of delight. Wherefore hast thou left me now? Many a day and night, many a weary night and day, 'tis since thou art fled away. How shall ever one like me win thee back again, with the joyous and the free? Thou wilt scoff at pain, spirit false, thou hast forgotten all but these who need thee not. As a lizard with the shade of a trembling leaf, thou with sorrow art dismayed, even the sighs of grief. Reproach thee, thou that thou art not near, and reproach thou wilt not hear. Let me set my mournful ditty to the merry measure. Thou wilt never come for pity, thou wilt come for pleasure. Pity then will cut away these cruel wings, and thou stilt way. I love all that thou lovest, spirit of delight, thou fresh earth in new leaves dressed, and the starry night, autumn evening, and the morn, when the golden mists are born. I love snow and all the forms of the radiant frost. I love waves and winds and storms, everything almost. which is nature's and may be untainted by man's misery. I love tranquil solitude and such society as is quiet, wise, and good between thee and me. What difference? But thou dost possess the things I seek, not love than less. I love, though he has wings, and like flight can flee. But above all other things, Spirit, I love thee. Thou art love and life. Oh, come, make once more my heart thy home. I think we will leave this for another day. Enough of the stories of Aurora Lee, which is Emma Barrett Brownie. No, we're still in Percy Shelley and Mary Shelley. Thanks to all the women that gave our women's their civil rights. We pray for peace in the world and share and like and have a good day.